I'm Susie Miller, the Better Relationship Coach, and I'm committed to helping you create better relationships in just 30 days or less, even if you're the only one making an effort. And on today's episode of Better Relationship TV, we're going to be talking about what happens when the chaos of life takes over and you have no margin left to really kind of monitor how you feel or what you say and how that affects your relationships. And this comes straight from my own life. I just got back from a 3-week trip for business in my book launch. This is actually my mug. You can see it, Listen, Learn, Love. This is a mug, the author swag from my book launch party, which was fabulous. Thank you to everyone who supported us, who bought the book, who tweeted, who wrote reviews on Amazon. I am so grateful. We actually were in #1 in our category for the better part of launch week. So if you haven't gotten your book, go to listenlearnlovebook.com and you get lots of bonuses as well. And if you have gotten your book, thank you so much. If you've read it and you like it, leave a review on Amazon or even share it with a friend. That would be fabulous. So I want to talk for a minute about what happens when chaos strikes, which is often, but especially this time of year. It's the end of school, kids are busy, you're busy. I was on a trip and there really was no way we could change the circumstances to fix it, to have margin, to have a break. And when that happens, if you're anything like me, you get what I call frazzled. Your margin, your patience, your understanding all just kind of collapses down, and it's really hard to not take things personally, to not snap, to not just be frustrated. In those moments, what I want to talk about is how to handle that so that you can stay connected to your spouse, to your kids, and have it not explode into a big deal. One of the things that happened to me this morning is my husband made a comment, and I'm sure it was just a passing comment that he did not mean to hurt my feelings. But it was kind of cranky, and I was at fault. I had come to bed really late because of the time change and had woken him up, and he was frustrated. And so, I could have taken his comment as really hurting my feelings and said, hey, and made a big issue out of it and talked about it. But sometimes we just need to let those things go. Maybe you were in the car the other day and your kid jumps in the car from carpool. And one of the things I've seen happen is kids are tired, they're weary, they've held it together at school to behave for their teachers. And they get in the car and they might snap with their brother, they might be a little disrespectful, they might just, be angry that they didn't get the award they wanted. And so they're on edge, you're on edge, everybody's on edge. And those are not great moments to have a discussion or really to take a lot seriously. Now, a little caveat here, I am not advocating disrespect or angry conversations on a regular basis at all. But I am saying sometimes we just lose our patience. Sometimes we've got nothing left, and it's easier to let things go than to have a big discussion about it. And if you know me at all, I like to have big discussions about almost anything. So this morning when that happened with my husband, I just thought, he's probably tired. I'm cranky. Do I have to discuss this or can I just let it go? Can I just say I'm sorry and move on and not have a big to do about, well, you're cranky, I'm cranky, you hurt my feelings, and just kind of move on. Think about it with your kid. Maybe you want to correct them, but they have no margin, they're tired, and you can just feel that explosion waiting to happen. Sometimes it's just better to kind of reel it back, take a deep breath, and let it go. Not worry, not take it personally, just let it go. Just allow the context of your relationship, which is so much more than that moment, to carry you through that tense time and those circumstances that you can't change until you get to the other side. I don't know about you, but that does happen at certain times in my life, and that's how I do it. I try to step back and get a bigger view. If you have ways that you handle that with your kids or your husband or your family members, please comment below because we're always looking for great tips to create better relationships. Sometimes it requires patience. Sometimes it requires speaking up. And sometimes it requires just letting it pass and not making a big deal out of it and letting grace just cover the situation because it's all about the circumstances and really not that personal. So that's my tip for today on Better Relationship TV. I hope it helps you in this chaotic time of end of year, or if you have any big events going on, weddings, graduation, just that whole stuff of life that's fun but can get us off course. Please feel free to comment, and I will see you next week on Better Relationship TV.